everybody, this is Kemp from CreativeCashFlow.com. Today's negotiation quick tip is going to be on reciprocating before they ask. People, as a very basic principle of negotiation, have been taught from the beginning to reciprocate. You get a gift, you give a thank you note, right? Everything happens, there's a give and take and a give and take. That's why the Hare Krishnas, if you remember, they would hand out a flower in the airports, because if they handed you something and you accepted it, you then felt obligated to listen to what they were wanting to say. That's the reason why they would hand those flowers out. It's the give a gift, get something in return mentality that we've been just drilled into us from the beginning. So we want to capitalize on that by giving before they ask. We want to find items that we're okay with giving up and just go ahead and give it to them and make it very clear, and using the words, I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. Make it very clear that we are conceding something that we're totally fine with conceding. For those of you who are my students, either through the personal mentoring or through the online education series, you've seen in the videos on how to contract sellers, you've seen me bring that up in a couple different areas, one of which being the closing costs. I almost always have 50-50 written down on closing costs with a seller. I know I'm ready to spend 100% of the closing cost on my side, but either they accept 50% or I can concede. That can give them something to point at, and I can say, okay, that's cool. I'll give you that and I'll pay 100%. So that later on, when they ask for something, now I've given them two things. They've got to give me something in return. And I'm going to look for something that makes sense for me and need that back. Watch my video on the hairy arm principle. This is a prime example of reciprocation, right? The hairy arm principle talks about knowing that they're going to point one factor out of your negotiation and that you're going to get something in return whenever they call that out. And that's what we're talking about, reciprocation. So look for ways to give before they ask. Not only does it make you look good, but it does give you that negotiation upper hand that's going to allow you to say, I already gave you this, I already gave you this, I already gave you that, and I need this, and they're more likely to give you the thing that you want at that point in time. So for more negotiation quick tips, go to CreativeCashFlow.com, sign up for the quick tip series, and until next time, keep on learning.